What is going on, everybody? We are going to do a quick WWE Raw review. Yes, I'm doing this myself tonight. I apologize, but we will have the girls back on the next one. Not every schedule works out, so I wanted to test out my new podcasting mic, and hopefully that will give you guys some better sound and better quality, and I can have some one-on-one time in the chat if anyone is in. Oh, hello, Crystal. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming. Before we get started, I just want to let you guys know, please subscribe if you haven't already. New subscribers get to have a spot on the show, and if you turn out that you like what you're doing, we'll make room for you. StreamYard can have up to 10 people, so that's an amazing thing. I love this product, and I would like to keep it going. So that's what we're doing with that. Also, hit the thumbs up. Really helps out the video. The more likes we have, the more chance we have to get some more subscribers. So I'd really appreciate that. And I've also been making some t-shirts, sweaters, uh, bags, hoodies, you name it, all on Bonfire. I'll post a link down in the description after I'm done here. But if you do want to check it out, and if you're quick to type in links, I'm not very fast with my hands, I apologize. But if you are, it's www.bonfire.com/Maddens, not the underscore, the hyphen, elite. And that should bring you to all the campaigns I have going live. Really appreciate it. We don't get a whole lot for it, but it's something fun to do for the channel. Give you guys some merchandise. Wear it to a WWE show, wear it to an AEW show. I don't care. We just really appreciate it. Sorry about my hair. I tried fixing this shit, and it's just not a good hair day. It really, really isn't. I even use my comb. I use my brush. I just need a haircut. Yes, I know. But one thing that people are starting to catch on, Raw was in Alexa Bliss's hometown last night, and there's being reports that people were dressed up like little kids and stuff were dressed up for Alexa, and she didn't even come out. Did Vince McMahon forget, or does he just not care? It's like, come on, Vince. It's her hometown. She had a huge pop at Elimination Chamber. Then you're just going to forget about her? And she tweeted on Twitter today, yeah, I don't know. And that's exactly what she was referring to. And I feel for her. I mean, she's really come a long way than where she was a couple of years ago. I know we all couldn't stand her. I apologize, Alexa Bliss, but I don't mean no disrespect, but that's just the way your character was being portrayed. It not wasn't you the person. Okay, it wasn't Lexi. It was the character they portrayed. Crystal, yeah, what's up with that? I don't know. I feel so bad for her. I'm just like, you couldn't even give her. You had Omos and fucking T Bar, and you couldn't give that spot to Alexa Bliss. Really? Just to come in and say, hi, guys. Anything? Anything. I mean, I can't be mean to Bruce right now. I am sorry. I can't because Stephanie McMahon followed me. Kind of gonna be on quote unquote good behavior with him, but Vince is another story. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I don't know why Bruce is so important, but whatever with Vince. He's an old man. I don't care. But yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I mean, I see Omos and I'm just like, what is the point of him? He does one fucking move. That's it. That's all he fucking does. A choke slam. Really? What? Anytime I see Omos, I think to myself, what else could I be doing right now? I could be doing the dishes. I'd take out the garbage. Go take a shit in the bathroom. I don't. Anything. Anything. Omos is just terrible. He is. Braun Strowman was better than him. And you get rid of Braun. Oh, we got Omos. What do we need Braun for? Well, actually, you kind of do. because Braun has more than one fucking move, and and I'm sorry, he's not that good. He's not. He's had how much time since Raw Underground? Remember that, people. This is how tongue tied I get talking about fucking Omos. But Raw Underground is how long they've given this guy to get better. They've given this guy that long to get better, and he's still not. And Crystal says, I was shocked that Braun got released. Yeah, I thought he was a lifer, to be honest with you. I really thought he was a lifer. I'd never thought they would get rid of him. But I haven't seen what he's been doing on the indies, but maybe I should. Apparently, he's been trending here and there, so if it's a good thing or a bad thing, you all got to let me know. I'm not quite sure what Adam Scherr is doing these days. The last I saw, he was at the Ring of Honor, the last Ring of Honor show before they went on quote unquote hiatus. So who knows about that? If Tony Khan's going to work out a deal with Ring of Honor, I'm not sure. But all I know is that Double or Nothing, it has been said that Tony Khan has not one, not two, not three, not four, but five surprises. Five. That man is going all out this year. That's all I'm saying. And he doesn't have to get that much farther to climb up to WWE Raw ratings. I mean, a 1.75 and this is WrestleMania? Why are we praising 1.75? It's WrestleMania. It should be like a 2 or 3 million viewers. But that's the thing. They're like, oh, it's WrestleMania. It's going to sell itself. Who gives a fuck? We have no creative plans. Unless you're Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Charlotte Flair, love you, Charlotte, but it's truth, and Ronda Rousey. The rest of them is just like, well, we'll just we'll put you in the back for about 6 months, let you come on TV to make you feel good about yourself for a little bit, so you don't go to AEW, and then when it comes time about your contract, if you're unhappy, we'll give you a title shot. We'll give you that one title shot, and then if you lose, well, I guess it's back to catering for you. But oh my goodness, we're going to talk about this show, everybody. Let me get up my notes here. It wasn't like last week where the first hour was actually good. It was not like that at all. But there's a couple good spots. I'll give them that. But other than that, this was a missable show. So I don't know why I put it all in this order. Hold on, everybody. The promo with Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins and Chad Gable and Otis. Oh my god, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. Shush! Shush! Like they're doing a Dr. Evil and Austin Powers thing. I was just like, oh my god, this is great. But then Kevin Owens goes, Chad, you say thank you weird. He goes, what do you mean I say it weird? He goes, go ahead, say it. He's like, thank you. Yeah, that's weird. He goes, no, that's how people say it. And then he's like, thank you. Say what you will about Chad Gable, but he is hilarious. And yes, Crystal, that segment was hilarious indeed. Thank you. Just like, he knows he's got something good there. I'm sorry, but he does. I laughed my ass off. Oh my god! I'm just like, really? And then they do the shush thing, and Kevin Owens like, don't shush me. He's like, shush, don't shush me, shush. And I'm just like, what the fuck? See, Vince McMahon, that's actually funny. I don't think you came up with that. I think they did. The stuff you come up with, I'm just like, is it over? Like when the Miz comes out, it's like, is it over? Oh my god, he's still on TV. Get him the fuck off of there. Please get him the fuck off of there. But that opening segment, I gotta give it Give credit to WWE. That was done very well. But it's Chad Gable and Kevin Owens. You can't go wrong with that. You really can't. So I give that a solid A. That was a great opening segment. And of course, the same typical WWE formula: person A, person B, person C, person D. Let's set up a tag match. You have 40 fucking writers and you still do the same bullshit every week? 40 writers. 40 writers. You even have Eric Bischoff. I know he's there, okay? You're not fooling me. I know you're going to have him get involved in something, whether it be producer role or something backstage. You have another great mind, and it's just like this just frustrates the hell out of me. No wonder why I can't keep my fucking hair straight these days. But we had Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins defeat the Alpha Academy via pinfall when they did that wonderful execution where Rollins stopped Chad Gable, but Kevin Owens came off the top rope with a splash. I love, I love how they do that. They do that so well, and they have mastered that already. And they've barely been a tag team for very long. And it's like, wow, these guys could be really, really good. They could actually give a run for the tag team titles. I really, really think they should get it. I really do. But it was a good match. If I were to give it a grade, you can't go wrong with these two teams. Another A. As far as the rest of the show goes, it's not going to be that good. I am sorry. I mean, all I put here for Omos defeats T-Bar after a choke bomb. That's all I put. Pinfall, choke bomb. Wow. He is not that good. Omos just sucks. Please get him off my television. Why are we in 2022 wasting our time with fucking Omos? Why? Especially in these squash matches, they're not doing anything for him. They're really not. I just. That whole 5 minutes it took with the commercials in this match, Alexa could have had that spot. Highly disappointed. And T Bar, why is he still going by the name T Bar? Retribution is done. Why can't he go back to Dominic Dijakovic? Why does it have to be T Bar? No one cares about that shit anymore. Get it over with. You change everybody else's fucking name. Give him his name back. Make him be a dominant force. The guy can give you good matchups. He really can. And you're sitting here calling him T-Bar and putting him with Omos, and he barely fucking did a thing. I mean, really, he did nothing. Nothing. Yeah, Crystal beats me too. I don't know why they fucking you bother with this shit. I really, really don't. But we had a decent match coming up here next. We had Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, and Rhea Ripley defeat Becky Lynch, Doudrop, and Nikki Trash via pinfall. Hi guys, I'm Nikki Trash. Oh, shut the fuck up. We don't care. But when Bianca fucking took that hair whip out on Becky Lynch, I'm like, finally, you stopped smiling. For once, you took out some aggression. Where is that Bianca? Why are we getting this all? Hi, I'm Getty Tissue. I'm Bianca Belair. I love the WWE. I love the fans, and everything is just so wonderful here. I love Vince McMahon. I love Bruce Pritchard, and blah 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 blah. You're there to win championships. Shut the fuck up with the smiling shit. You're not Finn Balor. That's the underwear guy. Do you want to be remembered as Finn Balor, the underwear model? I don't think you want that on your resume, especially if you go anywhere else. I can't imagine how the braids feel when getting hit by. Oh, if you heard the sound of that, that shit was loud. Oh my goodness! I'm just like, damn, like Ron Simmons coming up here like this. I could see him doing that and being like, damn, just like what the like I would not be Becky Lynch. Oh, she was crying, crying, crying. She's like, oh my god, what did you do that for? You fucking cheat to win all the time. So what the fuck do you care? It's like she shows some aggression. Give her a fucking break. You got your 26-second win over her. Shut up. Sorry, Becky, but shut up. We do not care what you have to say because we go like this. Whenever you do a promo, we are gritting our teeth and wondering when you're going to shut up and hoping your husband comes out and tells you to go to the back or something. No, it's like, we don't care what you have to say. We don't care. Yet you wonder why we turned on you because it's cringe. But that was a good KOD that Belair used to win that match. But man, the hair whip said it all. And said, bye bye, Becky, goodbye. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye. Get off my TV, Lynch. You have been in so many high spots, main events, and all this shit since you came back. Please go the fuck away. Okay, bye. Bring out Seth. Bring him out. I'd rather go whoa, whoa, and do that than listen to Becky Lynch. I'm sorry. Then next we had Dana Brooke and Reggie defeats Tamina and Akira Tozawa via pinfall. Catering match 101. Kisses and love and romance. Although Tozawa's face was, and that was hilarious. He was just like, and like, really, dude? And then Byron Saxton's like, go get your girl, man. Go get your girl. Yeah, Byron, I doubt you even have one because Corey Graves gets on your ass all the time for Byron. No wonder why you love love so much. You never had it. Okay? Go talk to us when you've experienced. But otherwise, didn't really care for this. Give it a grade. C. Sorry. It's 24/7 garbage. Christopher Simmons. I like the Becky Lynch 2019 run, but after that, I never liked Becky. Chris, I have to agree with you there. It was this run by Becky. It's been nothing but forced. I don't know why she wanted to turn heel. That was a terrible choice by her. It's not going to work. We all know it's bullshit. Get off my TV. Give your time to Seth Rollins. We'd rather watch him. Thank you. At least him as a heel is enjoyable. But when we see you, it's like, the hell is she doing? When will she fucking go away? That's what I think when I watch Becky Lynch. When will she go away? I guess at this point would be never. Then we had Tommaso Ciampa defeat Robert Roode with a roll up. What is with WWE and roll ups? Is this really the only way they have matches end these days? Why? Why is the roll up such a big thing? These these stars have finishing moves. Let them use them. But oh no, we let them just get the roll up so we can get on to the next segment. We don't really want to be here writing the show. Vince is just gonna tear it up anyway. Who the fuck cares? It's unbelievable. And what happened to his "No One Will Survive"? What happened to that song? Why are they changing it? Why are they changing Tommaso Ciampa's music? That does not make me very happy, man. That does not make me very happy. No One Will Survive. It's a fucking awesome song. Sad he don't have his NXT theme. So sad. WWE. Well, there goes his career. I don't blame him for not wanting to go to Raw for this long. But Tommaso, man, why you on Raw? You said you don't want to be on that show. Look what they're doing already. Next, you're going to be called Champa or fucking TC or the Tomas guy. Who the fuck knows what they're going to come up with you? The bearded man. Who the fuck knows? Don't be surprised if that Tommaso Ciampa's name is changed within the next 2 weeks. Do not put it past these people. They will change it. And then what's with the dirty dogs? They always got to do a stupid fucking beatdown when they lose because they're fucking sore losers. They can't take the fact that they suck. They always lose. So why you got to do a beatdown? No one's going to take that seriously. No one gives a fuck. Like, oh, we got to look strong. It's actually not making you look strong. It is making you look like a chump. It's like, oh, no, I'm going to get you on NXT tonight, blah, 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 blah. Me and Dolph are going to win. Yeah, when's the last time you won a fucking match, Ziggler? Really? You got beat by Goldberg. Let's let that sink in, everybody. Ziggler, you got beat by Goldberg. Fucking Oldberg kicked your ass. Oldberg. Why should we believe anything you say? Anything. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. You got your ass beat by a 50-something-year-old man. And he made it look easy. Nah, but they want us to forget about that, right? WWE wants us to forget about that match. Excuse me, Vince. No, we didn't forget. I got a feeling same Braun when he gets called up to the main roster. Oh, don't tell me with Braun Breaker. Oh, Ziggler 2014 was the best Ziggler, but he's a waste of time on TV. Yes, Chris, I agree with you. Crystal, yes, Ziggler had his butt handed to him. He did. I mean, if you get beat by a 50-year-old Goldberg, there's something wrong with your career. There's something totally wrong going on there. So I'm sorry, but I'm glad Tommaso got the win. I'm glad he hasn't lost yet, but I have a feeling that's going to come very soon. As soon as he gets comfortable on that main roster, Vince will be like, oh, hey, Tommaso, Ciampa, are you ready for your first loss? I mean, it's coming. I mean, everybody who's been called up for the main roster has got a loss in their first fucking month. So what's that tell you? But we got the Hurt Business. Why is that still a thing? I have no clue. Defeats the Mysterios via pinfall. Another fucking pinfall. What is with this fucking pinfall shit? It's like, oh my god. No, it's not like Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins do all their finishers and then do a pinfall. No, this is just straight up pinfall. Chris says AEW got their eyeball on the Raw brand. Oh, you know it. You know it. Seems like all the NXT guys are going to Monday Night Raw, and Tony Khan's got his little cellular device here, and he's waiting for all those contracts to end, and he's going to be like, who do we got here? Oh, Tommaso Ciampa? I'll give him a call. Ring, ring. Hey, you free? Okay, come on, AEW. Then who else we got? When's Finn Balor's contract up? He's got a while, but I'm going to keep my eye on him. I'm going to make sure I know when Finn Balor deals up because I'd love to have him in AEW. That's all Tony Khan has to fucking do. Just be like, oh, who do I got on speed dial? Who's Braun Breaker? He got to come up from NXT. You got to be unhappy. Hey, Braun, you want to come over to AEW? Yeah, sure. Okay. Cool beans. That's 2022 is going to be just like that. If he's already got 5 surprises on the way, there's going to be more. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Then Shelton Benjamin rolled up Dominic Mysterio because the stupid little Miz tried to interfere in the match, and then Ray went after the Miz and let his son get pinned by Shelton Benjamin. Does this mean anything? Not really. Because Lashley's not around. He doesn't want anything to do with them. So why are you making him a tag team? Cedric and Shelton should be competing for titles. These they are so talented in the ring, and they can give you 5-star classics easily with anybody. But yet you have them living in the past. You wanted them to break up. You put them back together. Bobby's not there, and it's like, what's the point? What is the point of it? No, it doesn't. Agreed, Crystal. But what is the point? Let them go on their separate ways. Let them compete for the IC title, the US title. Give them something to do. Just get them out of this nonsense. It's like there's no point of doing the Hurt. It's sad. It breaks my heart because the Hurt Business really carried the show along with Drew McIntyre during the pandemic, and we wanted so much more for them. They had all the gold at one point. We had such high hopes, and then Vince McMahon, of course, had to kill all that, which is why I fucking can't stand them. But give him a chance to go for something. Hell, I mean, give give Shelton a fucking U.S. title. He deserves it. He's been there busting his ass, and he doesn't get any respect. Cedric doesn't either. But the thing that's holding Cedric back is his promos are not very good. He tries to, what's the word I'm looking for? Speak too loudly, and when he speaks too loudly, like me, I know this from experience. He has the dry voice like I do, and it cracks a lot when he tries to get louder and put some emphasis on what he's trying to say to make it sound important. And you're just kind of like, ooh, please don't do that. Please don't do that. And that's why I have mics and all that, so you guys don't hear that. Because I know I have a lot of health issues with, my breathing and my throat and stuff. So it's not easy for me to sound clear. And he struggles with that too. So I understand what is happening when he does his promo. It's not totally his fault, but since that happens a lot, they're not giving him a lot of time on a microphone because they know people are going to be like, whoa, what the fuck? So I do give him credit for that. I'm sorry, Miz and Mysterio don't need a match. It's already boring after the Chamber. Yeah, anything the Miz does is already boring. Shelton needs his Ain't No Stopping Me Now. Yeah, where the fuck is that? WWE themes are bad now these days, except Roman and Seth Rollins theme. Jim Johnson is the GOAT in WWE, and NXT theme better than WWE. I agree with you. These are it these CF is it CFO? I think is the name. Is it CFO themes? Or what was the one? What was the one that created all the cool themes before recently? Roman's current theme song reminds me of the final boss in a video game. Yes, Crystal, and I think that's the point because he is the end all be all. He runs the whole show. CFO, thank you, Chris. Yes, they need to go back to using the themes they were like Sami Zayn. Why is it like whoa, 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 and then it goes to that shit? I'm just like, what's wrong with his ska music? I like Sami Zayn's theme song, especially if he's coming out to music like that and then being a dick. That makes it better. Then you're gonna add this little rock thing to a ska theme, and it's just kind of like that makes no sense. That really makes no sense. I don't understand. So they need to stop changing this stuff. They really do. Damian Priest was another one they changed. Tommaso Ciampa, the recent one they changed. I mean, who's next? Next dope drop could have come out to do drop, do drop. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. That's already a song. Hey Vince, you know that's a song, right? Oh, let me get Kevin Dunn in here. Hey, Kevin Dunn, change her. It's like, don't be surprised if that comes up soon. But anyways, I didn't really care for the match. Maybe give it a C. Wasn't really too thrilled about it with the Miz interference. The two can put on a good match if you let them go, take the cups off, let them have a good time doing what they do. But unfortunately, they had to have the outside interference and have the Miz be like a chicken shit. Chris says, sounds like a video game call. Roman loves his fucking entrance. I mean, he owns up to that entrance. He knows I'm like, I'm the final boss. I'm gonna make this last like 15 minutes, and everyone's just gonna eat it up. And it's true. I mean, I'd rather listen to Roman's music than watch half the shit on the show. To be honest, just being truthful, I'd rather see a Roman Reign entrance than half the stuff on Monday Night Raw. That's just my honest opinion. I hope you guys agree with me. Then we have following after that another match here with the Street Profits defeating RK Bro, and then guess how this match ended? Another roll up. Montez Ford hit Randy Orton with the frog splash. Orton tried to get his foot on the bottom rope, but Dawkins prevented it, and they got the roll up for the win. Orton looked like he was in a little pain though, so I hope Randy's okay. That didn't look good because you saw Dawkins kind of look over at him, and they didn't really exit the ring that fast. And it looks like they were actually concerned for his well-being. I mean, they're great guys. I love the Street Profits, and the fact they took that time just to kind of check on Randy, that was cool. I will give them mad props for that, checking out for the safety of each other. You don't see that a lot in WWE. Most of the time, they just walk off saying, "I don't give a shit what's wrong with them. Let everybody else worry about it." But they stuck around just for a little bit to check on to see if the Viper was okay. So I'm sure that will give mad respect from Randy Orton. Yeah, he did. Something did happen. It did look like it did, Crystal. And Chris says, wouldn't doubt it would be a fatal four tag match next Monday. You know how WWE loves their tag matches, man. They love putting everybody who's supposed to be in the singles match in a tag match. Typical WWE 101. Lazy motherfucking booking. But, 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 at the end of the show, we got exactly what we wanted. Everybody was like, I could hear in the background, I'm hearing Cody, Cody, Cody. No, 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 no. Cody's not coming to face Edge. Get that out of your fucking head. Cody's not coming to face Edge. And they're all still going, like, you could hear it very briefly. They kind of turned that down a little. But you could hear it very briefly. They were like, Cody, 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 when the Edge came out. No, sir. We got the phenomenal one. AJ Styles. This segment was awesome. They worked so well together just by this promo alone. Oh, I forgot a match. I'll get to that in a second. No, it's the main event before this. My apologies. But we'll talk about the Edge and AJ Styles really fast. Randy looking like 2009 Randy clean shave. Usually that means there's a turn coming. Every time Randy shaves, just watch for it. He'll probably turn on Matt Riddle. We all kind of expected it, but usually when Randy clean shaves, that usually means something. Chris, oh my gosh, does it seem that AJ always gets his groin kicked? Yes. Poor AJ, man. Edge is telling everybody to step up, step up, step up. And then we get the phenomenal music hits. Edge says he wants the bulldog version of Styles, not the version who played tag team bitch with Omos over the past year. I'm just like, oh, there's a heel turn coming out of Edge. I feel a heel turn coming out of Edge. Edge offered a handshake, but instead dropped Styles with a punch, drawing Styles to respond with some shots of his own before Edge ducked out of the way of a phenomenal forearm. Like Crystal said, hit Styles with a kick to the groin. Seems to be a spot for AJ. I don't know why. I don't know what the man said to piss somebody off back there, but that they seem to love kicking him in the balls. That's all I'm gonna say. Edge continued the attack before leaving the ring and grabbing a set of chairs for the concerto. He hit him, I think it was two or three times as the show went off the air, and he gave that devilish look, man. I'm just like, where he's kind of going into both worlds, kind of like Randy does. He's like, what did I do? And then he does it again, and he's like, what did I do? And then he does it again. I'm just like, okay. Edge gets a solid A. Edge gets a solid A. Loved it, loved it, loved it. AJ gets a solid A. They're both on top of their game. This should be a great match at WrestleMania, provided Vince gives them the proper time and not put the cuffs on like they did with AJ and Shinsuke Nakamura, because that match was boring. Let me tell you, they didn't even get to come out of second gear. Oh my goodness. What if Cody comes out next Monday, because AJ will be out at least 2 weeks? If he comes back WWE booking, he's going to get a buzz. Like always, man, be awesome to see Cody versus Edge versus AJ. But I'm fine with AJ and Edge, good storyline. They could. WrestleMania seems to be the home of triple threat matches. I That would be a good spot for him. I mean, it would show if they want to use Cody as a way to show. See, here's what WWE can do right. If they book Cody correctly, then more people would be interested in coming back to WWE. But if they fuck him up, more people are going to keep walking. More people are going to sign with Tony Khan, and Vince is going to lose almost everybody. So I hope he's smart enough in the fucking head. No, I can't treat Cody like shit. If I do, it's going to ruin everything. But it's WWE. I don't see them keeping Cody in a strong light long enough to turn some heads. I don't trust him to do it enough. He may get some good buzz for like a pay-per-view or two, and people will be like, "Oh, look, see, the Cody's in a great light. He made the right decision." And then 3 months down the line, he could be chasing the 24/7 title. Who the fuck knows? But they really got to be careful here. They really, really do, because they got this top guy in the whole company being that EVP, and if they treat him poorly, it's going to be a shitstorm. It really, really is. People are going to be like, I can't believe I resigned with this company. Like Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. We got Cody, and they treat him like garbage. What were we thinking? Next, next deal that's up, we're out of here. Or we just flat out quit, walk away, and just let them fire us. Just that, I was very shocked that they wanted Cody just for that reason. Just for that reason alone, I'm just like, oh boy, they're really gonna take a chance on Cody Rhodes, knowing what could come with this. Really? Because it could either be a good thing for WWE to eventually get an MJF or a Wardlow, or it could be a terrible thing and they could just be like, oh, fuck them, I'm never going there. Look what they did to fucking Cody. They had the tip of the iceberg from our company, and they didn't have any value or come up with anything for him, and they think an MJF is going to want to go there. Oh, come on, really? So it's going to be interesting to see what they do here. I think that needs to happen night one, so at least people will be excited for it on night one. Because night two, I'm pulling the plug. Rock will come out after WrestleMania to stare at Roman to set up next WrestleMania. That would be the best way to do it, Chris. They did it before with fucking John Cena and The Rock, and all they had a little tidbits here and there throughout the year to remind you of it. That's all they need to do. And then a couple months beforehand, let them start doing some face-to-face interviews with each other, shoots with each other to build up the match even more. That's all they need to do. Then if Rock can't make it, okay, well, let's see where we can fit it in later on, maybe for SummerSlam. But you could still have the moment, because it's WrestleMania. You're supposed to have moments like that, and there won't be too many left. Especially once Brock says, I don't want to do this anymore. Especially when Roman goes to Hollywood, you're not going to have that special Rock moment. I don't think. in a couple years from now. So that if it's going to happen, they need to do it now. Crystal, yes, it will happen. I agree with you guys. I agree. I think he will at least show up for an appearance. I mean, he won't be very far away. So why the hell would he not be able to fly out there for a couple minutes, say, "Hey, I want you at next year's WrestleMania"? But herein lies the other question: can WWE book Roman to look good for another year? Think about that. He's already gone like 552 days, 53 days. You're tacking on another 365 with this company. And it's kind of getting to a point where it's like, I'm really sick of the Usos coming out and messing everything up, especially when Roman has good matchups. I just feel like WWE is going to keep utilizing the Usos for the same thing over and over and over again if they don't get this match sooner rather than later. And it's not going to be a good thing if it keeps repeating itself. We need brand split for Roman and Rock match so he will have more matches. Understandable. I would kind of like to see the brands come together, mainly because then Roman has more options. It doesn't have to be like everybody. You can still have a Raw. You can still have a SmackDown. It's not, and the brand split had select maybe like 5 to 10 people that are going to go back and forth between both shows. That way, Roman can have some different opponents instead of the same with Brock, 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 Brock. It's only been going on 8 years. Like, bring up some people from bring up some people from NXT to float between both shows. Get more eyes on NXT. Give him a good match with Roman, and they'll look good, and he'll look good for working with some younger talent instead of just Brock all the time. Yes, I believe Roman can be built up for another year. They can, as long as if they keep putting the effort they have in Roman for the last year and a half. Okay, I could see it, but I just worry that he's going to run out of opponents. I mean, he pretty much basically has, because you're getting Brock every month now. Let's see here. What if Drew wins title and Rock costs Roman the belt because it won't hurt Roman because it's The Rock and Roman goes on a rampage like never before to set up a match? There has been talk of Drew getting in the title picture. He has not been in the picture for very long, so I don't know what people online are talking about. He has been out of the title for over a year. He is not being shoved down our throats. The poor guy is fucking twiddling his thumbs with Madcap Moss and fucking Happy Corbin for the better part of the last 6 months. I think it's safe to say that he deserves a title shot for putting up with those two and for having to sell for them to make them look kind of decent. I mean, these are two guys that we could totally put on audio and not care less about video. I mean, I'm doing everything but watch the match when their match is on. I mean, and Drew should be in better than that. I mean, he really carried that company on his back along with the Hurt Business, Lashley, and MVP that whole entire time, and in front of no fans. And it's just like, please, for the love of God, can WrestleMania be the last time we see Drew fuck around with Happy Corbin? I'd rather see Drew win Andre Trophy than face Happy Corbin. Sad where Drew is right now. It is. I mean, but he's still such a strong company supporter. I mean, you see his tweets. He's like, give him hell, ladies, in the Elimination Chamber match. He's lifting up his other co-workers. I mean, wouldn't you want to make a guy like that happy? that even on his own time is trying to put everybody else over. I mean, and he's so selfless. I mean, he really is. And all they care about is Happy Corbin. Oh, Madcap Moss. Oh, wait, what are we going to have Drew do for WrestleMania? Vince and Bruce look at each other. I don't have any ideas. Give him a Happy Corbin. Can't take it anymore. I really can't. I hope this is the last match between those three, because basically it's a 2-on-1 every single time. Every single time. And Drew still wins. So why do we keep dragging this match on? How many more times does he have to beat these fucking guys? My friend said Drew is like Stone Cold and Roman is the Rock of this generation if WWE stops screwing around. Agreed. I wish they would stop screwing around. I mean, this is just flat out terrible. It is absolutely terrible. Why, for the love of God, do they have to keep putting this match together? No one cares. Really, we're done with it. Vince, we're done with it. Bruce, we're done with it. What? We're done with it. What? We're done with it. Get the freaking Kleenex for your fucking ears, Vince. Get them on all clean in here. We're done. We don't want this match anymore. And that's why you loved the Thunderdome so much, because you didn't have to hear anything we had to say. But now you do, and we're sick of Drew versus Madcap Moss and fucking Happy Corbin. I'd rather take Broke Corbin. At least he was funny. Coming up with that t-shirt and the mustard stain on his shirt, acting like he's a bum. I mean, going to people for money. It was great. I freaking loved it. Then Drew's like, oh, how much money you need? I'll get you a room so you can get a shower and get yourself cleaned up. And he's like, $100,000. And he gave up, what was it, $35? I'm just like, oh my God. That was perfect. Hey, at least he still gave him something. And Hunter saying no one is bigger than WWE after Cena. I wish I never heard that. And yes, Broke Corbin was a good gimmick. It was. They played it very well. He did a very nice job with it. He actually was getting some sympathy. And then the moment he starts getting some sympathy, keyword there, sympathy, then they're like, oh, let's make him rich. He was getting over with it. And now you got to change it. Why is it when they get over on their own, you can't handle it? Why? Look at fucking Rusev Day. Rusev got that shit so over. Everybody in mother and her brother was chanting Rusev Day. No matter where they went. And Vince is like, oh, he's getting too popular. Cut him. He's getting too popular. Change it. Oh, no, take Aiden English away. No, we can't have this. That was another example of a perfect pairing. Aiden rubbed off of Rusev. Rusev owned the Rusev Day chants. WWE always ruins something good. Anytime we get behind something, anytime we get behind anything that they do present us, then they change it like, oh, well, they're getting too excited about it. Excuse me. And Chris says, had a great idea. Everyone should induct Taker Hall of Fame for his own class, like Andre. If WWE don't go there, it's pathetic. I'm sorry. Sting is my all-time favorite. He should beat Hunter, but I get it. Yeah. Sting and Hunter, man. Sting and Hunter. That was a damn good moment. That was an entertaining match. And then they had to put Triple H over. Of course they did. Why? Oh, he's WCW. We can't let them look good. But even Sting came out and said, if I was fighting for WCW, that would be ridiculous at this point. This only has to do with Triple H. And yet they still buried the guy. He said he has nothing to do with WCW. He doesn't want anything to do with WCW. He just wants to be here to fight Triple H. And what they do? The moment Sting came close, Triple H had to cheat with the sledgehammer, and of course, it won the match. But I did like to stare down at the end of that match with the NWO and DX, everybody shaking hands, Triple H and Sting shaking hands. That was cool. At least there was some respect given there between both companies, but they could have done it better. Fans was behind Sting because I was concerned, man. Biggest Sting pop like I would love to sing Seek and Destroy in WWE. WCW did have awesome music. They really did. Before the Russo era, I think that was 2000, 2001. Before Russo, WCW was perfect, man. I love WCW. Why they brought him in, I have no idea. But I don't like to remember 2000 to 2001 because that seems to be overpowering all the years before that. Nobody wants to talk about 1980 to 1999. Like, oh, we just remember the last year with Russo and, how terrible the show was and WWE kicking their ass and, no one cared anymore. And Vince came on TV, thought he bought WCW and it was Shane all along because that was awesome. That's not the only thing to remember. Shit, they had a lot of good shows. I actually went to fucking WCW shows all the fucking time, all the time. Got to meet several of them. I mean, I was the one I met Ric Flair. I met Diamond Dallas Page. Let's see, Steiner Brothers and Ernest the Cat Miller. Anybody remember him? If you do, I'd be shocked if you did. But 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 he was pretty cool. He's like the martial arts guy in WCW. Yeah, 2000 and Sting losing to Jeff Jarrett. Man, I was pissed off. Halloween Havoc. It was like a mockery. Oh yeah, and I don't care about Goldberg, but his undefeated streak will always stick to me. But it was impressive. It was impressive, but it was against a lot of jobbers, man. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not. That's why I'm speaking very softly. But it was against a lot of jobbers until he got to about Hulk Hogan. Then he started getting some real competition. But before that, yeah, but after that, I didn't care. Okay, okay, we're good, Chris. Yeah, the undefeated streak. There's only one undefeated streak we should be caring about right now. Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill is the only undefeated streak we should have our eyes on. And Tony Khan knows it. That's why he puts that up there on the Titantron every time she wins a match. He's like, "Yep, I got something here." And then she said, "Who's left?" I'm just like, "Ha! You already better than Goldberg in 3 months. 3 months. Jade Cargill has improved more than Goldberg has his entire career. I am sorry, don't at me, but that's just how I feel. Jade Cargill can destroy Goldberg. If Goldberg went there and had a little interaction with Jade, she would knock him on his ass. She is that one mean bitch. And I love it. I love it. The attitude, the way she carries herself. I mean, she is just phenomenal. Taker should end his career undefeated at WrestleMania. I don't care what people say, Brock or Roman, I'm sorry. I wish Taker never would have lost. I really do. I think they made a mistake. And they kept bringing him back and back and back. And like, After Roman, he should have been done. Or even Bray Wyatt. That should have been it. But they didn't need to keep coming back for Saudi. He didn't need to come back to fight a Goldberg. I'm sorry, but that match was terrible. Fucking Goldberg dropping Undertaker on his fucking head like an idiot because he can barely pick anyone up of his old ass age. And yet Vince just says, come on back, Bill. Take a break from that tire shop, Bill. You want some money? We need your name. Agreed, Crystal. The Undertaker streak should have never been broken. Never. If there was one person out of everybody, if there is one person out of everybody, it should have been CM Punk. Because CM Punk was on the ride of his life, especially being the champion for over 430 something days. That really would have put him finally in the main event at WrestleMania. If he would have just got that win over Undertaker instead of Brock, I really think he would have got his moment. And I think that should have happened. And if not CM Punk, it should have been Sting. They had the chance to do it. They fucked up. Instead, they had Brock and Undertaker. Sting was almost ready to come in there in a couple of years after that. They could have waited. Taker and Sting both wanted the match, but it was too late. The ship had sailed. If he was booked, if someone would end it, Fiend or Bray, but don't trust WWE. If he was booked the right way and still maintained his momentum, and that's the key. If they were still booked the right way, then he would have been the guy. But now, unfortunately, we had to have Brock do it and have the guy with the big eyes. I still remember that fan. The guy with the big eyes in the front row was like, "What the?" He didn't know what to think. Oh, that's it. Moments like that I like. I'm sorry. I mean, we didn't like the outcome, but I love those kind of moments where you look in the crowd and see that they're just like, holy shit, somebody's not happy. I mean, imagine all the money that dude paid for that front row seat. Oh my good lord, that would be terrible. But real quick, that guy looked like someone stole his sandwich. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was just like, man, that guy is hilarious. Very hilarious. But, anyways, we did have one more match to go over before we get out of here. I am so sorry I missed this with the Finn Balor and Damian Priest. I don't know why that kind of slipped my mind. I'm sorry, everybody. But Finn Balor is your new United States champion. Yay, Finn! Finally, he gets a title. Finally, he gets a title. I was very happy for him. Now I hope they book him correctly with it. It seems whoever gets the U.S. title and the IC title nowadays look like chumps. They don't know how to use the mid card titles anymore. So I don't know. I'm not sure. That match was fire. Yes, Crystal, that match was very, very good. I wish I would have got more time. I liked it, but I didn't care. It will be misused in the coming weeks, but I'm happy for Finn, dating back to their match on NXT. Yep, and I don't think WWE will book Finn correctly in the upcoming weeks, Chris. I do agree with you. But if they do, that could give Balor some nice momentum to maybe challenge for the Universal title again. Or also get, well, depending on what they do with the two titles, just because it says unify doesn't mean that the brand split's going to end. So who knows what's going to happen there. Finn Balor Demon at Mania. That would be cool. They could do that. So let's see. What did I write down for this? Hold on here. I got my notes all over the place because I type it on my phone. Give me 1 second here. I just had it. Where to fucking go? Okay. So here's what I wrote down for this match. Balor countered and hit a shotgun dropkick before nailing Priest with the coup de grace for a 3 count to win the title. But this is the part that I really paid attention to. After the match, Priest told Balor that the crowd carried him to win the title. Priest then completed a heel turn by saying the crowd never loved or appreciated him and hit Balor with a cheap shot after saying he'd win the title back. Priest ended his post match attack with a razor's edge on the commentary table. That looked very good. I'm sorry, but Finn Balor did really sell that well. It gave me a Scott Hall flashback. I'm sorry it did. I missed the bad guy. I wish I was still a young kid watching the NWO. That was great. I enjoyed it. But what are you going to do? We got Damian Priest using it. That's fine. He does it well. No worries. We're all very happy for Finn Balor. I like the idea of a heel turn. So we'll see what WWE does with it. Maybe Damian Priest can use some aggression and really become a badass, but we'll see what happens. But before we go, I did see the ratings for WWE Raw. Let me read this real quick. So, heard KO will have segment with Legends of Texas. I'm fine with that. I hope they go that way. KO show and greatest Texas wrestler beat up KO, but no awesome match. Just stunner and drink beer with Legend. I don't think they need Stone Cold in a match. I really don't. I think Damian Priest's heel role will work for him. I think so too. He's already had some teases leading up to it, and now he finally completed it. So I think he'll do fine. Just hope that doesn't give him a bunch of losses. This WWE, who the fuck knows? But I hope that he gets some W's, especially for Finn Balor being the United States champion. And stop having your champions lose on television. Please. Please stop booking your champions to be losers. Thank you, Vince and Bruce. Okay? If I have to make a big poster, stop making them look like losers, I will. Okay? They should not be losing on free television. They should be winning. You don't need a heel champion to lose all the time. If you're going to put it on him, make him look strong. That makes him believable. That makes people get behind him. Do it correctly. It's like, what? Do I have to do it for you? Jesus. They suck. They suck. That's creative. Not the wrestlers, the creative. But I did see the ratings report for tonight. WWE Raw got a 1.75 and a 0.75 or 0.47. What the fuck was I thinking? 1.75 and a 0.47 in the 18 to 49 right before WrestleMania. Still under 2 million, Bruce and Vince and Kevin Dunn. You need to try harder. The fans are letting you know you're not trying hard enough. That's why you're still under 2 million every possible week you do. I mean, hell, you got as low as fucking, what was it, 1.3 or 1.4 last year? Ew. Like, damn, you guys need to get it together. I hope not to see Brock and Bobby again. Got a feeling we will see SummerSlam. Bobby already got her from Brock one time. Yeah, you know WWE though. Once Vince has his eyes set on a match, you will see that match over and over and over and over and over till you're blue in the face. It just doesn't end with him. It's always over and over and over. So who the fuck knows? I have no clue. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But everybody, that was your Monday Night Raw review. I at least wanted to get it out there because I know NXT. Some of you guys do watch that. It's coming up here in about a half hour. I might check into it a little bit. At least try to watch it to see if anything interesting happens. If not, I turn it off. No big deal. But just to give you guys a chance to go watch that, I really appreciate Chris and Crystal for being in here, keeping me entertained in the chat room. that's what it's all about. I'm glad I got to have some one-on-one time with you guys, make you feel a little bit more welcomed. I know it's hard when we have everybody together and we're kind of in our conversation. We look at it, then we forget to go back to it. That's why I did this. I'll try to do more of these so you guys can get in what you have to say. Maybe we'll do a Q&A or something like that. You can send me your questions, anything you want answered on the show, and I'll put it on there for you. I don't mind. I appreciate everybody. Chris says, I'm just going to watch main event tonight. Hey, if that's your show, go right on for it. I watch WWE and AEW. I don't care. It's wrestling. It can't be like, you can't watch AEW and then watch WWE. You're not a fan. No, 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 no. I'm not about that. The people on the Twitterverse can have their little war between the two. There is no war. Tony Khan never wanted a war. They even said we're not here to battle WWE, but that's the way people are. Enjoy your review. Well, thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate it. I enjoyed your company as well as you, Crystal. We will see you back here very, very soon. Also, if you missed the show yesterday, it's on the channel. Andrade and Charlotte Flair popped in for a couple minutes. So please feel free to go back and watch that. It was a very, very cool moment. Still can't believe that happened. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I thought she was playing, but she wasn't playing. She was really coming on. I'm just like, Charlotte Flair is coming on the show. My heart just stopped. Like, literally just stopped. I didn't think that was gonna happen. So that was very, very, very cool. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you, Andrade. We really appreciated that yesterday. If you're listening, if not, I'm sure the girls will tell you that they appreciated it. So please hit the like on this video. If you're on YouTube, it really helps out the video. Leave a comment, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. This is all free. Will help each and everything about the channel grow and hopefully get some more eyes on the channel. Thank you guys so much. That's going to be it for tonight. I will see you on Twitter if you're watching NXT or Chris main event, and we can talk on there, share our thoughts and what we think about what's going on WWE television for tonight. Until next time, guys, this is Madden's Elite. Little rare solo video. Hope I didn't bore you to death, but I tried. Wanted to see if I would get any interest. Until next time, guys, take care. I love you, each and every one of you. Appreciate all the support, and I'll talk to you next time. Catch you later, YouTube.